Hello and welcome, my name is Chris and today this tutorial is brought to you by Profile Tree. Before we begin, I would like to thank Wix for sponsoring this video. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how to create a blog using the Wix platform in a step-by-step format. We're going to have a look at the two ways we can create a blog using the Wix platform. So firstly, creating a website for a blog specifically, and secondly, adding a blog to an existing website. So when you arrive at wix.com, you're going to want to sign in or sign up. Click the sign in button in the top right hand corner. On the sign up page, if you already have an account, you can log in just here, or you can sign up with an email and then create yourself a password, then click sign up. Or you can continue with Facebook and Google. After the sign up process, you should arrive at your account dashboard. To create a new website, just click Create New Site. You'll be prompted with a number of questions in this process. Which platform do you want to use? We want to use Wix. What kind of website do you want to create? We're going to create a blog today. Choose how you want to create your website. We have two options. Wix ADI automatically generates a website for you, and then you can customize that further, or you can use the Wix editor and select a template. So we're going to do that today. Wix offer a bunch of different really cool templates to choose from relating to all sectors and industries, but we're going to filter our search at the top of the page, selecting food and travel, and we're looking to create a travel blog today. So hover over your template. To view the template, click View. Or to jump straight in, just click Edit. Here we are in the Wix editor, and if you're not familiar with this, don't worry too much. It's very user friendly. Across the top of the page we have some site actions, we have settings, development mode will let us add our own JavaScript code in, connect to external APIs, we have the help menu. Over here we have save and preview. Preview will allow us to see what our site will look like when it is published. Jump back to the editor. We also have below this tools, which this here is a toolbar. We can turn that on or off in this menu here. We also have layers, which will allow us to see what elements are stacked within each section of our page. We have rulers along the top and the side. Grid lines are very handy when designing and developing a website within the editor, so they're probably a good one to keep on. And snap to objects as well is makes life easier when designing and developing. You can see here this button is snapping to the different grid lines around the text box and the heading here. So again, very user friendly. To edit any of the elements on the page, just simply click on the element and then you'll be prompted with a bunch of different options. So if we wanted to change this strip background, we can simply just jump in, select one of the images that Wix offers us, or if we want to add our own images to the website, we click add, and then you can go on to image, my uploads, and then my image uploads here. You can see I have no images uploaded so far, but I do have some images in a folder that I'm just going to drag in from my desktop straight into the Wix editor, and you can see that they're uploading straight away, which is very handy. And you can also do this with video and other assets that you might have, branding or logos, icons, etc. This is the homepage for our blog website, and we're just going to navigate across to the blog page. So over on the top left tab we have menus and pages, and if we just click on Inspirations blog is the blog page that we have, and that will bring us to the correct page. And let's do a little bit of customization to this to see what way we can customize the elements. So we have some text in the top left that ideally that would be what branding you have, and you just want to put that in there. And we can get rid of the column sort of format that we have there as well, just by deleting that. Let's change the navigation as well. So if you hover over the paintbrush, you'll see design, and that will allow us to customize this navigation bar. And so you can select from some of the templates that Wix has here, and then we can customize our design further, changing colors of background, borders, the text color when it's regular, hovered over, and then clicked on as well. So lots of customization options there. It's nearly difficult to pin it down to a certain design because there's so much creativity you can have with it. We're going to get rid of that strip as well, and then we're just going to drag this up a little bit too. I'm actually going to change how that's displayed as well. So we're going to align it in the center. Okay, next we can move on down the page then to this header strip here. We can change the theme of the heading. We can manipulate the font, the size of the text, and we can go further and add effects. So we have our basic formatting and more from the Wix editor when it comes to customizing your titles and text. And we're just going to change the strip background as well. So we'll click on the strip, on the element, which would be the image, and then we are prompted again with different sort of actions. We're just going to click on change strip background, and we're going to select one of the images that we uploaded to our site earlier. Okay, now we come to the actual blog itself, which is just on down the page here a little, and we want to find out the navigation around our blog pages as well. So if we click on this little menu drop down just below the site settings, it will give us site pages and then blog pages. So we are currently on the inspirations blog, but if we click on post, this will be our post page. And if you customize this page, it's like a master page. It will apply the exact same customization to every one of your blog posts, which is very, very useful. And to access this page, we can do it that way, or we can go into preview mode. And if you want to just jump in and see how your website's going to look when it's live on a browser, we can then actually click on a blog post to see if that leads us into the post page, which it does. If we just jump back to the editor, you'll see now that we're on the post page. Incredible. So how do we actually add a blog post? Well, we could navigate to our blog page, and if we click on the blog element, which would be right here, we can click on manage posts, which will bring us into the dashboard manager, or we can click on the second last tab from the bottom over on the left. It's called my blog, and then we can just click on create a post. But let's go in and see how we manage the posts that we already have posted at the moment. Okay, so we can see here we have 6 posts that are published. We have more actions, and we can create a new post as well. How do we edit the posts? Well, we just hover over the post like so and click edit. Essentially, this is where we create the blog posts, and it allows us to do that in a very controlled and structured way. And it's furthermore where we will publish the blog posts from as well. So to take a look at some of the navigation and formatting, if we just highlight the text, you'll see automatically we have a little toolbar pop up, and that's is nearly as if Wix know what we want before we know what we want. And that allows us to format the text in whatever way you feel like you want to. And also the same again for other elements on the page like images or video. We just click on the element here, we have an image. We can change the size, the alignment, and then we can also open up the photo studio from within this post editor as well. So we can change the color, crop the images, and just make them complementary to our blog text as well. So that's really cool. Again, you can see there this little plus popped up when I clicked here, and that there allows us to add other elements into the page: images, galleries, videos, code snippets, and so on. On the left here we have the post settings. It allows us to set things like the display cover image, the publish date, the author, and in advanced we can add text that maybe will attract the reader, and we can also add in related posts to this particular blog post, and that's capped at 3, so it's 0 out of 3 there. And then we can turn on or off commenting as well. That can be very useful if you don't want an interactive blog, but most people probably do want a little bit of interaction on their blog as well. So down to SEO settings then. This is where we'll be able to set things like our post URL, the title on the search engines, and we can actually use this to boost ranking within search engines. So on down then, categories, we can actually categorize our blog posts. Here we have luxury travel, budget travel, and adventure. But you could, if you had a travel blog, you could categorize them in order of season. You could go with summer, autumn, winter, spring, and so on. Then we can also add tags that describe what your post is about, so readers can use these tags to find your post and similar content very easily. And last but not least, we have subscription plans, and this is getting into the monetization of your blog. So creating your first subscription plan, it can add paywalls to selected posts, set up payment schedules, show previews of your posts. So it might be this first section here, and then the rest will be locked, and it will say to read more, sign up to whatever subscription plan you have set. But we'll take a look at that monetization after we have a look at adding a blog to an existing website. So let's do that now. Okay, on the left hand side of the editor we have a bunch of tabs, and third from the bottom is called My Blog. So if we click on this, this is where you'll be able to start a blog, share your expertise and drive traffic to your business, create and share posts, manage categories, and rank higher on Google with powerful SEO tools. So if we click Add Now, choose the type of blog that's right for you. We're just going to go with Wix blog. And you can see now we have a blog manager. This is where we'll be able to create posts, manage our pages, add blog elements, change layouts, and learn more about blogging with Wix. To highlight some of the key features when building a blog in the Wix editor, we'll start by clicking on the blog element itself and then selecting the settings option. This will open up a blog menu that will allow you to create posts, manage your posts, change your display. So if you would like your blog maybe just to have a heading and text, you could take away the author, name, publish date. Everything's fully customizable, from the layout and structure of your blog right through to the design of the individual elements like the text. You can change the color, the font, and so on. But another thing I'd like to highlight as well, when you go into manage your posts, and we can select any of the posts to show this, in the sell subscriptions tab, if we click get started, so this is where we can create subscription plans for our blog, and then we can jump in here. So let's do this. If we create a gold membership that includes this post that we're currently on editing, and we can select the pricing and duration. So if it's a one-time payment for £50, that will maybe go 6 months, or if it's a recurring payment, that's maybe like £5 a month for 6 months. And you can also enable a free trial there as well, which is pretty cool. Let's say a 7-day free trial. And at the bottom here, advanced settings, single purchase only. So will we limit this plan to 1 purchase per person? Yes, we will. Allow cancellation, yes. And customer start date, so people can choose when their plans start at the checkout. So let's do that as well. And then policy, so we can add our own terms and conditions here at the bottom as well. So let's create that gold membership plan. Awesome. So you created a new subscription plan, and here you can see want to read more, subscribe now. So this will put a lock on the posts that are included in the gold membership plan. And another interesting thing, so let's just publish that post now. And if we back out, this should add extra pages to our website. So if we go over to the pages menu here, we now have member pages that have been added to the website. So we have my account, my subscriptions, settings, notifications, and profile. And these are the pages that you want to go in and customize as well yourself using the Wix editor. We can add new elements to these pages, boxes, images, text, just using the little add tab on the left. And we can also edit the individual elements on the page just by selecting the element. So if it's this member profile card, then we click on settings, and this will open up settings that we can manipulate to fit our design. So we can customize the card look in this way, that way, display, design, so we can change the font, the colors, and lots more. So that's something to think about as well. One of the greatest things about creating a blog with Wix, it's actually my favorite feature as well. You can add contributing writers and editors to your site, so you and your team can collaborate, and they can help you manage your blog, write posts, share content, and lots more. We're also going to take a look at third-party apps. If you click on the Wix app market on the left, to help with monetization, you can search for an app called Bannersnack, and Bannersnack will basically let you create your own banner ads to promote and sell brands or products that you trust. So the Bannersnack app lets you design your own ads, and you can really match and look the feel of your blog as well. Pick a responsive template that's compatible with any screen and device, and partner with businesses and brands that you and your readers love. You can also make money from your blog posts by adding Google AdSense ads. So this will allow you to match ads to your site based on the content and visitors coming into your site, and then display them to your audience. And the great thing about this is as well, you can control who can use the digital ad space on your blog by just adding an ads.txt file. So that's an authorized digital sellers file onto your site. And it's amazing. You can basically just control what brands can use the digital space on your blog. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the pay buttons. So if I click on add and then go to button, you'll see here pay buttons. Pay buttons, this is all you need to sell online. Just use a pay button for a quick and easy setup to sell items like ebooks and merchandise, just hassle-free. You could also set up a robust online store for a full e-commerce solution. Just scroll down this list till you find store, and then add this to your site. And this will allow you to sell products, set up payment methods, and all that there cool stuff that's included within an e-commerce setup. If you have any questions, do feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Give the video a like and share if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Click the link in the description box below to create your own blog with Wix. Thanks very much for watching, guys.